women here are looking very, very good for staying away to the stage finish. Guazzini still working on the front here for FDJ Suez, but really not making any inroads into this lead now. Still 1 minute and 15 seconds with 5.3k to go. Approaching 5k to go, and our 5 runners that have been out from the off are still away with 1 minute and 14 seconds over what remains of the peloton. Big favourite for the overall, Elisa Longo Borghini, rider number 1 in that Italian national champions jersey, along with 2 teammates from the UAE Team ADQ squad, make up this group of 5. Lily Williams coming through here for a turn. Now this group of 5, with this sort of gap at 4.7k to go, now we'll be thinking about how to win the bike race.
Yeah, till this moment, that was just all about staying away, not getting caught by the group behind them. But from this point on, there will be games. Games will be played from now on. Of course, UAE, which is with 3 women in this group, they're here to win time in GC for Elisa Borghini, but they will love in their home race to win a stage. So they have to try something. But also Lily Williams, she will try something to beat Lorena Wiebes. And of course, Wiebes will wait for a sprint. She's of course the best sprinter of this group, and she's okay with this group going to the finish line together.
Yeah, so you've got Wiebes, who will be completely confident in her ability to win a sprint from this group. And then contrast to that, Lily Williams, she is a rider that we will be almost expecting to put in a late attack at some point. The Olympic team pursuit champion over 4 kilometres. We know she's got that high-end capacity. At the moment, just following some wheels, not really pushing through, not needing to push the pace here. What's interesting for me is how much Lidl Trek were not able to bring this back, with the number of riders they had in that group not fully committing. It was down to FDJ Suez and Victoria Guazzini, who we saw on the front in the last shot, that was really doing the most of the work, trying to limit the losses for her team leader, Juliette Labousse. But now with 3.4k to go and 1 minute and 8 seconds, unless something major happened, like they really played games here, this group of 5 is looking good to stay away. Now Lidl Trek put in the work on the front, but this could be too little too late now.
It is too late. But I do think they really have tried, together with also Movistar, together with FDJ Suez. But sometimes it's just harder to fight for position all day long than riding in front all day, and this is an example for that.
Yeah, we can see the face there. Lizzie Dykeman, one of the elder, more experienced riders of the peloton. Gritted teeth there, giving it absolutely everything. And now, very interesting, Lily Williams missing a turn. Lorena Wiebes missing a turn. Lara Gillespie forced to go in that gap behind both of her teammates. We're inside 3k to go now. And the onus is on UAE Team ADQ to keep this group rolling. And I'm looking forward to seeing if and when an attack goes in to try and get this stage victory.
Keeping the speed up is up to Team UAE Team ADQ. But we're waiting for a late attack for Lily Williams. She's definitely gonna try it. She has to do something. She's skipping turns already for a while now. But Wiebes is on her wheel, so it will be very hard to drop Wiebes.
Yeah, it'll be very hard for Lily Williams in this situation to get that jump on Wiebes, because we know what sort of peak power she's got. Just saw the effort there of Caroline Swiggles to get back on the back of this group after her turn. Not quite done yet, still hanging on. Lara Gillespie really emptying the tank now as we approach 2k to go, and still just over a minute back to the peloton. So at this moment, every second really counts for UAE Team ADQ to really get Elisa Longo Borghini as far ahead of her GC rivals that are in that peloton 1 minute behind, ahead of tomorrow's climb.
They have to keep pushing, and Elisa Longo Borghini has to do the work herself, because Gillespie is totally empty. The tank is totally empty for Gillespie. Caroline Swinkles has something left, but she has given her all already. So I do think it's up to Longo Borghini herself from now on. And the win for the stage will be fought between Lily Williams and Lorena Wiebes.
Longa Borghini, the leader of this team, coming in with big hopes for an overall victory at this stage race. On the front at the moment as we're approaching the final kilometre of racing for today's stage and the brutal crosswinds that we've had all day. And she's trying to do everything she can to put as much time into her rivals as possible. This has been a hard way to gain a minute on your GC rivals, but at 1 kilometre to go, full commitment now. Make sure that time gap stays as high as possible. She has still got 2 teammates there. Williams not keen to come through to doing a turn. Caroline Swinkle's coming through now. Lara Gillespie still there, still hanging on, having worked ever so hard throughout today's race. Lorena Vives looking poised and ready. We are expecting her to still be able to go for this sprint. We know she's the fastest. Caroline Swinkles of UAE Team ADQ doing absolutely everything here. Turning herself inside out at the finish of this stage, as is Lara Gillespie, to get as much time in the bank as possible for their leader, Elisa Longo Borghini, for the GC showdown tomorrow. Coming into the finish, final turn now of this race. Here is the right-hander at 250 metres to go. Last big effort from Lara Gillespie, and now Lorena Vives unlaunches her sprint, as does Lily Williams. And Lily Williams here challenging Lorena Vives, but Lorena Vives with all that peak power, repeating her victory from yesterday. 2 from 2 for the European champion.